Just it's too good to be true. Feeling better, huh? Good morning, everyone. Just got Sebastian off to school. It is raining out there, which is annoying because I'm volunteering today. I do not have a place to put a coat or an umbrella. I can potentially leave an umbrella in the office, but yeah. And since it's school party day, the parking lot's probably gonna be filled up. And I'm gonna have to park around the back and haul booty in the rain to get to the front door on the other side. So and there's that. But yeah, it's double volunteer shift is the word I'm going for today. Letting my bangs dry straight down, which is why they're inside my glasses being weird. I will do my hair later. You need to go out again. It's because you barked and came running inside and you hadn't done everything you needed to do. Just woke up, Jax. It is the last day of their semester. I think at this point he has one B and the rest are A's, but there are some A minuses. So it might not be an honor roll. Quarter? That's the word. Quarter. You can get one B. But if it's English, he only had 2 papers and a vocabulary test and a debate for all of his grades. That was it. Normally he gets perfect on vocabulary tests, but he got 1 wrong, and since there were so few questions, I think it came in as a B+. And he got B's on the both papers and a D on his debate. So I think he's at 88. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I'm proud of him. He works hard. He works hard at school. He doesn't work hard at home. He might need to up that because he signed up for honors next year. Hey, I'll give you water if you want water. Don't drink rainwater. Anyway, I have to eat. I have to go straight from the middle school to the elementary school. So now he's barking at me to let him in. Why are you being such a butt? Good grief, Siggy Figgy. I have to eat, so I think I'm gonna make some pancakes and eat them with Jax and make his lunch, and yeah. It is raining. This is actually a little bit better than it was when we were running for the car, but yeah. And I don't bring this into the school. I did when we did the party, which I'm going to do first, but I'm going straight to the cafeteria, and I just have part of a tiny desk that I can set my bag on just inside the door. I guess I could ask if I could put my stuff in the back, but I've never been into the actual kitchen area. So I'm just gonna leave it. I am gonna bring my umbrella and ask to leave it in the office. And if I can't, I will leave it outside the classroom and then grab it and tuck it into the corner by my bag. So I don't know. Anyway, I'm feeling good. I have stuff still draining, but not very often, and now it doesn't like choke me, so that's good. It involves some work to get it down, but it's much better. I don't feel miserable at all. It would have been a good night's sleep, I think, but Danny is feeling miserable and achy and stuff. Like, he's got this plague which involves like the malaise and the fatigue, and I don't know if he's gonna get a fever like the kids, but yeah, I didn't want that, so I slept in a mask, which wakes me up more. So anyway, I think I used up my extra minutes, so I'm gonna get myself sorted and head into the school. Hi, I'm back. Oh, that was a lot. Kids were cute, but it was so loud, and it was kind of chaotic there because the whole school nearly was doing class parties. There were a few classes that did theirs a week early because it is now Ramadan, and some students needed to fast. So those classes did theirs early. I'm waiting for Ziggy to go potty. But yeah, I got to the school early because I was dropping Jax off first. I drop him off between 8:35 and 8:40 when we get there, and I was planning to be at the elementary school at 8:50, and they're only like 5 minutes away. But it was a long car line at the middle school because of the pouring rain, so I didn't have as much time as I anticipated. I just went ahead and headed in after I talked to you guys and got in just before a big rush of parents who were there for like first grade parties. The poor security officer, she's still pretty new, and yeah, my guy who knew me is no longer there, but she was looking overwhelmed and the worst hadn't even started. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be a crazy day for you. I did the class party, very cute, very fun, always nice. I did learn that strep throat was going around, and still is. 2 of the kids were out. It's been going on for ages, including some kids that were at the party that Danny took Sebastian to. Some had just recovered from it, so they might have brought the strep home, and Danny got it, and then I got it because that was the worst sore throat, and it took 2 weeks to get over. It was rough, but yeah. Then that finished at like 10:30, and I headed straight to the cafeteria where I did a lunch shift. I was worried it was just going to be 2 of us instead of 3, but it looks like they pulled somebody from the kitchen staff to fill in for now, which makes sense. You don't want to hire somebody for the end of the year. Sorry. Just now when I decided to talk, when I talk is the one time that the stuff drains down my throat. Like, otherwise it's not. Like, it's so annoying. Can you stop? Try some coffee. Coffee. I haven't been able to drink coffee because it's hurt my throat too bad. So yeah, so we were split up like normal, but the kids were cuckoo bananas because it's a Friday before a 3-day weekend. That's 2 things. It's raining, so they didn't get to go outside for recess. 3 things. And half of them had already had their parties, so they were hopped up on party snacks and fun times. They were loud and crazy. And then add to that, there was a lot of parents who came to volunteer, and they decided to stay for lunch. So there were parents everywhere, older brothers, like adult other brothers, just chaos. Sometimes the parents staying there can be good because they don't misbehave as much, but sometimes it just clogs up everything. But it's all good. It's all good. Everybody was in good spirits and listening to me a little better. There were a couple times where I just like defer to the actual staff. I found out our custodian there, she is amazing. She's like a rock star at lunch. She's actually the only custodian there during the day at all in the whole building for everything. I'm like, are you kidding? She was telling me how she gets there at 6 a.m, like setting up coffee and ice and like everything. Dang. I know in the school that's out, there's a small army cleaning up all the classrooms because we've gone back in to retrieve things that he's forgotten. Anyway, I made it through that. I ate a little bit of dried fruit before starting and a few sips of tea. I was hungry and the food smells were making me hungry. And so I was like, I'm just gonna go to Dunkin' Donuts and get some food on the way home. But right when I left, my stomach started hurting so bad. I don't know if the dried fruit made me gassy or something. But yeah, I'm having like pains. I only ate half of it, the rest is in my bag. I just got home. I don't have much time before Sebastian gets home in like a half an hour. I did obviously see his teacher and she told me how she loved this little homework assignment where we were supposed to draw the chicks for the math problem, and we ended up, I was like, let's do a craft, because he didn't want to do it. He wanted to do a craft, not his homework. I'm like, dude, you've just missed 2 days of school. We need to do this. So we made the homework into a craft. But all right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and see if that helps. And I need to get on my computer. I had so many emails. I guess today's the last day to sign up for, oh, do you need water? For middle school clubs. And they're going to start immediately after spring break. And Jax is actually going to be mostly running the Scratch coding club with his computer science teacher. So I hadn't done anything. We hadn't gotten any emails about clubs. And then I suddenly get this email saying, last call to sign up for clubs. And I'm like, when was the first call? Dan didn't ever get any other emails too, or Beth's on the list. So I don't know what was up with that, but I ended up emailing the dude and asking if he needed to sign up or pay, because it's only $80. And he said I just had to fill out the permission form, but not pay. So I just did that from Dunkin' Donuts. All right. Oh, I need a hug from my puppy. There's that wonderful mask I wore all night long. Gonna need a new one for tonight. I'll give it a couple days and then hopefully I can sleep without it. All right. On with the day. Hello, everyone. I'm coming close so you can hear me. My stomach pains got so bad after I got Sebastian from the bus. While he was playing at his friend's house, I had to lay down. And then they got even worse. There's like burning pain with sharp burning cramps that were starting to come more and more. I got in a hot bath because I was also a little cold, though I had no temperature, no fever. And they just got so bad that eventually I threw up. I had a plastic bag. I tried to take a Tylenol. I was hoping I could keep it down long enough. I made it 30 minutes and then threw it up. So I don't know that it helped, but maybe it did, because after a while I was able to get out of the bath. It took some effort, steps, sitting down in the towel for a while, then in the robe for a while. Then I got the pajamas on. Made it in here, but that was a lot of movement, and I had Dan bring me up a new bag. It wasn't long before I just a lot into it and needed more bags, but I haven't since then, and it got a little better. I've just been keeping really still. It feels a little bit worse again because I tried to move a bit, sit up. But I need to get myself ready for bed. It's about 8:45, I think. At nearly 7, I asked Dan if he could go get Sebastian from his friend's house because it was getting too late for him to be there. Dan really was not feeling it, but I was about ready to send Jax. I don't know what they ate for dinner, but it seems like he eventually fed them. And at 8:30, he brought Sebastian up and asked me what vitamins and stuff he needed. And once he had supervised him brushing his teeth and laid out Jax's stuff, he just went back downstairs. So Sebastian changed on his own and then came in and asked me how he was supposed to get to sleep on his own. I just sent Jax in there to read him a bedtime story. I don't know if he's going to have patience to sit with him though. I decided to come on here because I need to make this video. I don't know what's going on, but I think it was the dried apples I ate. Sometimes I have a really difficult time with apples, but usually it goes out the other end. But yeah, I started having problems a couple hours after eating those before I had eaten anything else. I definitely saw them again. I guess it's too good to be true, feeling better, huh? Anyway, hopefully I don't throw up once I get myself ready for bed. I'll see you tomorrow. Stay safe, be kind. Don't forget, wash your hands.